Welcome to Daco, your go-to space for creative and sustainable home garden inspiration. Today, we're diving into a magical transformation: how to turn a small outdoor space into a secret garden sanctuary using upcycled vintage treasures. Whether you have a cozy patio or a tiny backyard, we've got ideas that will enchant and inspire. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a garden idea that blooms. We love sharing practical, beautiful, and eco-friendly projects every week, right here on Daco. Make sure to like this video if you're excited about vintage vibes and sustainable garden decor, and drop us a comment below. We'd love to hear your favorite upcycling finds or garden DIYs. Let's get growing. Every secret garden starts with a story, so what's yours? Think about the vibe you want: whimsical fairy tale, rustic farmhouse, or perhaps romantic Victorian. Your theme will guide your choice of vintage items and how you display them. Start by exploring thrift stores, flea markets, estate sales, and even your own attic or garage. Look for pieces with charm, history, or patina. These tell stories that new decor simply can't replicate. Remember, imperfections add personality. A chipped teacup becomes a planter, an old ladder transforms into a vertical herb shelf. It's all about seeing potential in forgotten things. Even a small space needs a layout. Begin by mapping out zones: a sitting area, a planting corner, and maybe a cozy nook for reading or meditating. This helps your garden feel intentional and welcoming. Use vintage items to define these spaces. An antique door frame can act as an entryway. A salvaged iron gate or repurposed window can frame views or create privacy. Let the structure guide the flow. Each area should feel like a discovery. Think of it as walking through chapters of a book, each filled with charm and character. Old furniture breathes soul into your sanctuary. A worn-out bistro table can become a quaint coffee station. An aged bench turns into a serene sitting spot among flowers. Look for wrought iron, wood, or wicker, materials that age gracefully outdoors. You can seal them with outdoor-safe finishes or embrace their natural weathering. Cushions, throws, and floral fabrics can soften the look. Try layering lace or burlap for a timeless, cozy feel that invites guests to linger. Don't buy new planters, hunt for vintage containers instead. Enamel pitchers, teapots, old toolboxes, and wooden crates make charming homes for your plants. Drill a few drainage holes and line with gravel or mesh to keep roots happy. Then, fill with your favorite blooms, herbs, or even trailing vines for dramatic effect. Cluster containers in 3s or 5s for a curated look, mixing heights and textures for visual interest. This adds a layered, organic feel to small spaces. In tight quarters, go vertical. Old ladders, pallets, and even vintage shutters can be transformed into living walls. These create a lush backdrop and save precious floor space. Use small pots, mason jars, or tin cans as planters, securing them with brackets or wire. Herbs, succulents, and trailing ivy work especially well. Paint or distress the frame to match your garden's color palette, and don't be afraid to mix in a few decorative items, perhaps a rusted sign or antique mirror. Define your garden paths with repurposed materials. Vintage bricks, salvaged tiles, or even broken china can become whimsical stepping stones. Lay them out in irregular, organic shapes to mimic nature's curves. This makes even the smallest garden feel more expansive and immersive. Don't forget to edge your paths with creeping thyme, moss, or alyssum to soften the look and invite pollinators. Lighting sets the mood. Turn vintage lanterns, mason jars, or even old chandeliers into enchanting light sources. Solar or LED fairy lights can power them sustainably. Suspend lanterns from tree branches or shepherd's hooks, or nestle them into flower beds for a gentle glow after dusk. You can also tuck candles into hurricane jars or use string lights to drape over a pergola or trellis, instantly magical. Even a small garden can include water. Upcycle an old metal wash basin or enamel bowl into a petite fountain or bird bath. A solar-powered pump keeps things low maintenance and eco-friendly. Add smooth stones, moss, and floating flowers for a serene touch. The sound of trickling water brings tranquility and helps mask city noise, making your space feel more secluded and peaceful. Choose plants that thrive in your zone, but also tell your garden's story. Lavender, foxglove, roses, and ferns all lend vintage charm. Combine color, texture, and height for a lush, layered look. Mix perennials with annuals to keep the display evolving throughout the seasons. Plant in clusters for a more natural feel, and consider fragrance. Gardenias or honeysuckle near a bench can enhance the sensory experience. Your garden is your gallery. Repurpose items like bicycle wheels, iron bed frames, or rusted tools into sculptural elements. Hang vintage frames on fences or mount mirrors to reflect greenery and light. These small touches add personality and charm. Don't aim for perfection, embrace the worn, the weathered, the wonderfully weird. It's what gives your sanctuary character. Create a quiet escape with a vintage armchair or a wrought iron bench layered with cushions. Place it under a tree or beside your vertical garden wall. Add a side table made from a stacked crate or vintage stool. Top it with your favorite gardening book, a candle, or a small bouquet. Surround it with tall grasses, bamboo, or potted plants to give it that hidden, tucked away feeling that makes a secret garden so special. Repurpose an old ladder or iron gate into a trellis for climbing plants. Morning glories, clematis, or sweet peas bring color and vertical interest. Let your trellis lead the eye upward, making your space feel taller and more immersive. Plus, the blooms will attract butterflies and bees. Paint or age the trellis to suit your theme, white for shabby chic, rusted iron for antique elegance, or soft pastels for cottagecore charm. Even a tiny garden can host a delightful tea or picnic. Use a vintage tablecloth, mismatched china, and enamel trays to set a charming tablescape. Incorporate flowers from your garden in old bottles or teacups as centerpieces. It's all about simplicity and personality. Invite friends over or enjoy a solo moment with a cup of tea and a journal. Your secret garden should be a place to savor slow living. Keep things fresh by rotating decor with the seasons. In spring, bring out pastel pots and fresh florals. In fall, layer with blankets, pumpkins, and amber tones. Vintage items are flexible. An old drawer can hold herbs in summer and candles in winter. Keep a small stash of items to mix and match year-round. Flexibility also keeps your garden dynamic. Small changes breathe new life into your oasis without needing a full redesign. Your sanctuary is more than just for you. Attract birds, bees, and butterflies with vintage feeders, shallow bowls for water, and native plants. An old birdcage can become a feeder or simply a visual element with vines spilling out. Upcycle carefully, making sure it's safe for wildlife. The more your garden buzzes with life, the more complete it feels. Nature brings the ultimate charm to your vintage escape. Even tools can be beautiful. Hang vintage rakes, spades, or watering cans as wall decor when not in use. Keep your sanctuary tidy with baskets or antique bins to store gloves, seed packets, or pruners. Add hooks and labels for easy access. A little upkeep goes a long way. Wipe surfaces, prune plants, and refresh mulch to keep everything looking loved and lived in. Thank you so much for joining us in this secret garden journey. With just a few vintage treasures and a lot of heart, your small outdoor space can become a magical sanctuary. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Deco channel. We're here every week with fresh, sustainable garden inspiration just for you. Now it's your turn. Go explore your garden with new eyes and start creating your own secret story. Until next time, happy gardening.